So it is a great honor to be here today among such distinguished representatives from the government, business community, and various key sectors. I'm also sincerely grateful for the organizers of COMOLAKE2024 for this opportunity to be here and to participate in this important conference, which represents a valuable platform for collaboration, sharing insights, and addressing critical problems and challenges of our time. Reflecting on the mission of Kuwait Petroleum International to perform our operations while safeguarding the environment and promoting the well-being of communities where we operate, we all, I think, here share today what has become a global expression of responsibility. And this is something I've heard today in the speeches, and basically I'm echoing what I've heard earlier, very interesting discussions. So the global energy demand, we're expecting that to be increasing and growing in the coming years between today and 2050, and might be reaching 120 billion barrels per day. And this was addressed previously by OPEC during their publication of last month, and as well the EIA. So all in all, despite all the efforts that we've been put in order to improve the energy efficiency, but we still be expecting the energy demand to increase in the coming years. Today, 94% of the world transportation demand is fulfilled by fossil fuel. This percentage is expected to be reduced to 91% by 2030 and 78% probably by 2050. However, the energy that's required and the road transportation would account to 75% of that total volume. So evaluating the whole scenario, Europe, the European with the environmental policy plays a key role here. We're looking at the European continent with their ambition to reach a net zero and to be the first continent to reach that. KPC, our parent company, is also adhering to that vision, and we are also implementing the net zero by 2050. These ambitions, the European ambitions, will require a huge amount of time because we don't see this is happening today without the collaboration of everybody else, because this is also an important factor, and it also plays a role among what we have seen with the other shareholders, and it's also in line with Goal 17 of the United Nations 2030 Agenda, Partnership for Goals. It is part of our responsibility to guarantee all ESG areas of sustainability across its path by combining three essential factors: energy security, diversification of sources, and technological neutrality. So the current landscape, the current international landscape has been marked recently with a huge amount of uncertainty, with wars, economic crisis, and extreme volatile market, which has emphasized the critical importance of energy security. Here, intended as an uninterrupted availability of energy sources at affordable prices, in sufficient quantities, and in a sustainable manner. To safeguard economic prosperity and the quality of the life of population, while also advancing the decarbonization efforts. From this perspective, Kuwait Italia, with its link to our parent company, we see that we're well positioned to make a meaningful contribution to the energy supply security across the whole Mediterranean region, including the supply of finished products. Furthermore, it is essential to ensure a fair transition, supporting regions and sectors most affected by decarbonization without running the risk of the industrialization of Europe and of Italy in particular. So all in all, the aim of our efforts here is to make sure that we make the internal combustion engines carbon neutral. There are so many ways in order to implement that. The way we see the market moving is basically the increase of electricity among the fleet of 20 to 30% in the coming years. However, the infrastructure which is available today is not sufficient. as well, and consequently the decline in gasoline and diesel in the coming years, and the consumption of those two products will put also another burden on the governments in order to find the right balance between moving with the policies and also finding the public finance. All in all, I think together with all the partners here, I'm sure that we can put our efforts together in order to reach those goals by 2050 and to reach the prosperity for our communities. Thank you very much for your time.
What is your strategy in our country? You know, we are developing the transition to the electrical sector. So I would like to understand what is your...
Well, I think today Kuwait Petroleum Italia, after being here in this market for 40 years, we demonstrated that we are a major player in this market, and we've been diversifying our products and our offering to our clients over the years in order to capture all the opportunities and also to serve all the cities, all the communities that we've been working with over the years.
You have an overview, because your company is a big company with presence all around the world. So can you give us the idea of where is Italy in relation to the strategy in the rest of the world, and what will be in the energy transition for your company?
I don't know if I capture I cannot hear you very well.
You have an international overview. I would like just to understand where is the position of Italy in relation to the rest of the world with the energy transition for Kuwait. Are the other countries more advanced in relation at this transition? What is your point of view?
Well, the way we see the country is moving today, it's in the right direction. However, it is moving very slow. Unfortunately, the current infrastructure in the country is not helping to capture what the other Northern European countries have been doing over the previous years. We hope that we can work together with the government in order to reach the targets by the agreed dates, by the agreed plans. Hopefully, this is something, maybe we need the cooperation of many of the partners that are currently either presented here today or the government parties.
So you are in the right place to create relations, to develop your strategies in our country. And what about your idea of reduction of CO2 or about pollution?
Okay, maybe this is something different compared to what the European countries are heading for, but we saw that there has been a huge development over the years. If I would like to compare, for example, Euro 0 to Euro 6 diesel, we've seen a reduction in the emissions by roughly 95%, 96%, and we think that this would be a product that we need to consider when we are looking at the full energy transition. That would be on top of the other products that we're going to be providing in the market on top of electricity. So we need to look at the whole system. The whole system. We cannot exclude any part of the energy that we're providing today from being considered.